Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Monday the 24th, and today was a gorgeous day outside. We got a little bit of rain, which we needed a lot more of, and the best part about that rain was it came, had two little spurts of it, and both times I was on the motorcycle riding, so you gotta love that. I kind of started to sprinkles. I went to take off on the bike, and I thought I just don't want to waste the gas in the truck. What's a little rain on the bike? Not a big deal. And we got a couple little bits of like torrential downpour that made it a little bit in that odd part of driving. So went ahead, just slowed down a little bit, kept on going, worked out great. I was heading up to get the key and the ignition back from the locksmith shop, which basically was finally done. I had to drive all over town. I had to go all to Longwood, which is basically Orlando area, to get the key blank last week, take it back up by Daytona to the locksmith shop that could do it, and have them cut the key. And it came back and it works fine. Gas cap's open, the ignition works, the seat lock works, all that good stuff. So super excited about how well that turned out. It was like $50 total, not counting 3 trips to Daytona basically, and the trip to Longwood and back. So it is what it is. That's done. Scooter is, I got back home. Actually, basically I did all day. I was working on the damn scooter. Got back home. I figured throw the key in it. It's going to fire up. The scooter's been running a couple times already with gas in it in the line. But I realized, got started up and it ran, but it wasn't running long enough to make it make sense. Air idle screw was screwed up, had a bunch of gunk in the carb. I was going to give up, telling them to take it to a shop and actually have them clean the carb. And then I started realizing what it's going to cost, and fuck, you don't have any goddamn money. So went ahead and said hell with it, started cleaning it myself, pulled it all apart, talked to my buddy, and kind of got a couple pointers. He's done a bunch of carbs in the past. And this Taiwanese carb, I was really worried about it. And he said there shouldn't be a lot of adjustments available in it because the way it's set up, that carb is made only for that bike, and it's just basically in and out, kind of thing. So I marked the spots, cleaned it with a sewing needle, which made me feel a little bit feminine. Doing, carb work with sewing tools was kind of odd, but got that all done. Got the carburetor put all back together and fired it up, and it's running like a champ right now. So only thing it needs is a new battery, or you just kickstart it, which I'm fine with kickstarting it. So I'm not paying for a battery. I've already paid for all this other stuff and all the time and effort, and didn't even get a thank you in the process. So definitely, it's one of those things that I'm out a bunch of time, a bunch of money, and not even so much the thank you yet. I did go ahead. Karen got home. I got the scooter 100% finished up. Got it all put away. Went for my run. We ended up having a wonderful little meal, which was awesome, and basically had a great time there. From there, basically chilled out and had ourselves just a simple meal actually. But Bruce, come here. But went ahead, had ourselves a wonderful, quick little pot pies and tater tots, because why not? It's always fun there. So went ahead, got that done. Here in bed, basically chilling out. It was like 10 something, like 10:58 or some shit. Phone rings, and of course it's her son, the one I'm doing the scooter for. And I answer the phone, and of course that pissed him all off because he doesn't want to talk to me. He wants to bitch and yell and scream at his mother and complain about crap. And so we talked for like over half an hour, and told him the scooter was 100% done. Never once said, thanks or nothing. Just we kept asking how much it cost to have the key done, and I'm like, well, there's a lot more than just the key, but it was around $50 at the time. What would it cost here? And I'm like, but you didn't fucking pay for it, and I'm the one that went and did it and stuff. The whole thing of the just zero gratitudes, zero, like appreciation of what the hell people do for him. And it's one of those things that he'll bitch and moan about how nobody helps him, nobody cares about him, blah blah. And then we talk to him for hours and hours on the fucking phone. Do tons of shit for him. His family pays for his plates on his car and all kinds of stuff there. Pays for the house, everything else involved, and then he'll just bitch about how nobody cares, nobody loves him, nobody helps him. So it is what it is. I was not doing the scooter for him. I was doing it for Karen. Basically, it's the only reason I did the scooter. So I'm going to hopefully take it back tomorrow, get it out of my house, get it out of my hair, and have it all out of my life. So that way he can get it sold, he can ride it, he can do what the hell he wants to it. I don't give a shit. But he needs to buy a battery for it, which I'm not buying. I was going to. I thought about it. I'm like, nope, not doing it. So I may do a little bit of research and find out what they cost, find a cheap place around him where he can go buy his own battery, because he's working, he's got a job, he doesn't pay rent, doesn't pay nothing, so he can afford to buy a scooter, battery, or sell it the way it is. I would personally buy the battery because I think you'll get more money out. Bruce, come here. Bruce, come here. But I think I will personally get more money for the scooter, or he would get more money for the scooter, way more than what the battery cost in the selling the scooter with a working battery. Hit the starter button, as opposed to having to kickstart it every time. So that way, I think it would make sense, but I don't know if he has the $40, whatever the hell it's going to cost to put a battery in it. So it might cost him 100, 200 bucks in selling it without the $40 battery, but I'm not putting $40 more into the thing when I'm not even been thanked for what I've done so far, not counting the gas in the truck back and forth and everything else involved. So anyway, that's all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.